Hi, this is Ray Peck doing one more of my boxing video blogs. Hope you like it. Please subscribe, please give it a thumbs up, and please comment down below if you do, and even if you don't, give it a thumbs down. But I really hope you do. So today I just want to make a very short video, and I just want to talk about an upcoming fight that we've got in the UK this weekend. Tony Bellew, who I'm sure you're all familiar with, is fighting Alexander Usyk for unification for the World Cruiserweight title. So the unification will be the IBF, the WBA, the WBC, and the WBO world titles. In fact, the WBA one is a super world cruiserweight title. Just really wanted to be a little briefer on this than I am with my usual videos that I do. Just a quick comparison, first of all. So you've got two fighters here, both cruiserweight. Bellew, as I'm sure you know, has fought and won at heavyweight. We'll all remember the two fights that he had with David Haye. Underdog on both pretty much, and pretty much destroyed him. There were reasons that Haye, I'm sure, would come up with, damage, injuries, that kind of thing. But the bottom line is Bellew beat him twice. Now, for me, I'm looking at the stats for these two fighters, and if you look at the physical stats, they're pretty even. So in terms of height, weight, that kind of thing. So both 6'3". Bellew's got a 74-inch reach. Usyk's got a 78-inch reach, so he's definitely got an advantage there. 4 inches is quite a considerable advantage on the reach. Knockout ratio, Bellew is 61% and Usyk is 73%. But that's over a lot less fights for Usyk. He's had less than half the amount of fights that Bellew has had. And you could argue that Bellew's been in some tougher fights, but you know, it's arguable. So 33 fights for Tony Bellew, 32 wins, 2 losses, and one of those was by knockout. So we know he can be knocked out. Okay, that's something we do know. And one draw. Out of those 33 fights, he's had 20 KOs. I don't see him personally as a phenomenal knockout artist. I see him as a very tough, extremely durable fighter. You know, he'll take a hell of a lot of punishment and keep coming. The one thing Tony Bellew has is heart. It's a massive heart. We know that now. We know that from seeing his fights against Bellew, against Haye. We know some of the stuff that he's been through in his life has made him a very tough man. You know, so his losses were, his first loss was in 2011 when he lost to Nathan Cleverly. And that was a majority decision. He went on and rectified that by fighting Cleverly later on and beating him. His other one, he actually beat Cleverly in 2014. The other loss was to Adonis Stevenson, which was a TKO, technical knockout. So the referee obviously stopped the fight there. And he never rectified that one. Now looking at Usyk, this is where I'm getting a little bit worried, because Usyk has 15 fights, 15 wins, no losses, no draws. 11 of those wins are KO. As I say, 73%. He's younger. He's only 31 years old. Bellew is 35. For me, if I look at this fight, the advantage that Bellew has is that it's on his home soil, insofar as it's in the UK. It's at the Manchester Arena, and he's going to have phenomenal support. There's no doubt. What worries me is that I think Usyk is the real deal. I'm not saying Bellew is not the real deal, but I just think Usyk is going to be hungrier. I think Usyk is tougher at this weight. I'm not sure how much Tony Bellew's got left in the tank after the career that he's had. The punishment that his body has taken, I think, will have taken and taken into account that he's 4 years older as well. So over double the amount of fights, older in age, took a hell of a lot of punishment. I just fear that this is one step too far for him. I think he's already said that this will be his last fight anyway, regardless. I just hope and pray that it's not. He doesn't go out on a loss, but I think he might. So if I've got to predict this fight, I'm going to say that Usyk will win in the later rounds. I think it'll be a TKO about round 9. But it'll be an epic fight, I think. Up until that point, I think you'll see Bellew giving his heart and soul, possibly putting Usyk in trouble. But I think the youth of Usyk, comparative youth of Usyk, and the lesser amount of fights that he's had, probably his body hasn't taken that amount of punishment. And the one thing we know for certain is that Usyk has a punch. He has a knockout ability, and I think he'll stop Bellew round 9. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Please give it a like. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and please share.